So, big fight news for the flyweight division, and I'm not even kidding. It's really good fight. It's really good news. Manel Kape will be facing Muhammad Mokaev on the main card of UFC 304 in Manchester, and I see a lot of people saying a lot of things, talking about Manel Kape being a pullout merchant, talking about I've seen people say Muhammad Mokaev is going to beat him. I've seen people say Mokaev's going to smudge him. And first off, let me say I actually like this. This was the last fight I would have expected. I mean, if we're being completely honest, the fights that I genuinely expected to be made next was either okay. So first off, it would have had to be Manel Cape versus Kaikar France. That's what I thought was going to be made next. And then if it wasn't Muhammad Mokaev versus Brandon Royval, I thought it was gonna be Muhammad Mokaev versus Amir Albazi, and then Steve Erceg versus Brandon Royval. But it's they didn't make that. They possibly made one of the most unexpected yet exciting and intriguing matchups. And this really piques my interest now because this puts the division in a bit of a weird spot. So that makes me think if Perez beats Tagir, wherever he is, then I think they're probably going to do Perez versus Amir, and they're definitely doing Steve versus Brandon Royval. But where does that leave Kaikar France at this point? I guess I could do Kaikar France versus Matthias Nicolau. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Kaikar France by knockout. But it's a really like big throw. It's a left field. It's really out of left field. I think everyone's expected matchups were probably Manel Cape versus Kaikar France and Muhammad Mokaev versus Brandon Royval. That's I'm that's probably what people were guessing. Because Manel Cape, pulled out against Nicolau twice, but the UFC knows how promotable he is because he is a very promotable fighter. His fighting style is easy to promote. His personality easy to promote. But I really think they just needed a big title eliminator. Something big to give everyone a reason for either of these guys to get a title shot. I think they saw Makaya's last performance and they thought, man, this guy is not going to be as promotable as we thought. We can't really push him as much as we thought we would be able to. And I think because of that, they said, all right, if he beats Manel Cape, then we have no choice but to give him the title shot. And if Manel Cape wins, then we can rationale to the fans why he gets the title shot. Because he defeats 11-0 fucking 6 wins in the UFC Muhammad Mokaev. It's just odd. Because I feel like you could, if they were going to do this, they could have done this with anyone else. Because here's the thing, like, the biggest complaint about Flyweight is that all the fights are rematches. I mean, Pantoja, his first title fight, rematch against Moreno. His first title defense, rematch against Royval. Then he beat Steve Erceg. First fight in a while that wasn't a rematch. If Cape wins, it's his third title defense rematch. It's just so many rematches going on, and I don't know why they would choose to promote or do Manel Cape over. I don't know. It's just like an odd choice considering I feel like they would do everything to avoid rematches. Because, I mean, let's be fair, they have 3 options for rematches, for non-rematches right here. Albazi, Kaikar France, Muhammad Mokaev. none of these guys have fought Pantoja yet. It would be good for a rematch. It would be good for, not no rematch. I mean, I think Kai France might have fought him on The Ultimate Fighter, but I don't think they did. I don't think they fought on The Ultimate Fighter, though. Regardless, I don't... It's just regardless. It's just a unique situation presented. But then again, flyweight is kind of growing. It's getting better. There are a lot more, fighters on the rise that are, that are promotable and ready to, kind of move up the ranks more. I mean, we have what do we have? I mean, we have guys like Jeff Molina. I don't know what's happened to Jeff Molina. I know he was part of a bit of a scandal, I think, that with a coach, and I don't know if he's cut from the UFC or not, but hope he's not. His fight against Arichi Long was fucking awesome. So, but we have what? Jafel Filo, Joshua Van. We have Tetsuro Taira, which that fight still makes me mad because I don't think it's a good fight, but I like it. I mean, I like it and I don't because it's too really promoted. I mean, Felipe Dos Santos, yeah, his fight against Victor Altamirano he kind of did not win it. He lost that fight. But again, we have, what else? Who else we have? Hyung Sung Park, Clayton Carpenter. Where the fuck has he been, dude? Clayton Carpenter, where the fuck have you been? You beat Edgar Shires, dude. Come back already. We need you. We need you. We need you. But, and even Edgar Shires, the guy that Carpenter beat. There's just a lot that they can do. I don't know what I'm even rambling about. Yeah, let's go back to this. Manel Kape, Muhammad Mokaev. Great fight. I think this is probably a title eliminator bout. And if I'm being so dead honest about my pick, first off, I think that's... I don't know what these flags are. But I'm not gonna... I don't care. If I'm being honest about, I think, who is gonna win... Wow. A lot of people are picking Muhammad. People are picking Muhammad Mokaev. Wow. I'm being so dead serious. I think Kape is going to beat the ever-living fuck out of Muhammad Mokaev. And I think it's going to be a first-round knockout. Because I don't think Kape is going to do anything to get it on the ground. I don't think he's going to let it get on the ground. I think he's shorter, he's stockier, and he's stronger, a lot stronger than a lot of these other flyweights. His chin is a lot better. Muhammad Mokaev doesn't have heavy hands or the best striking. Manel Kape is the opposite of that. Heavy hands and really slick and good striking. So I think that, paired with the fact that Muhammad Mokaev kind of has just been getting by on a little bit of luck. But I really think that Manel Kape is going to beat the fuck out of him. I think Kape is going to beat the ever-living shit out of him, and I don't think it's going to be close. But that was just kind of like my little ramble, shit-faced rant. I don't know. I'm kind of just fucking around. But yeah, I think Manel Kape is going to probably beat the ever-living fuck out of him in the most brutal way possible. But tell me what you guys think. Tell me who you guys think is going to win. And yeah, that's about it. Peace.